Hi, this is Shannon Smith from Smart Business Solutions Financial Planning. I want to talk to you today about what is the difference between any and own occupation as it relates to when we're looking at your insurance companies. So if I look at TPD Insurance, which stands for Total and Permanent Disability, it's an insurance that gives a comfort for a family who relies on their income to maintain their lifestyle. So when you take out this type of product, you'll have a choice to insure yourself in a number of ways, one of which is going to affect the likelihood of a successful payout. Now, there are two main ways you can insure yourself with a TPD policy. You can cover under any occupation, so you can claim if you were permanently disabled and cannot work in any occupation, so you cannot work again, which is suited to you by your education, training, or experience, or own occupation. So you can claim if you're unable to work in your usual occupation or your chosen field of employment, and that's important. Any or own occupation is important. Now, I'm going to give you an example of when own occupation would be important. Consider Mark, a surgeon who loves to do home improvement projects when he's not in the operating room. One weekend, Mark's hand slips on a saw and his finger has to be amputated. Mark won't be able to do the surgeries anymore, but he may be able to work in another medical specialty or even a profession outside the medical profession. Under the own occupation insurance definition, Mark cannot perform the substantial duties of his occupation as a surgeon. If Mark has an own occupation TPD policy, he would receive a full benefit regardless of whether he goes to work in another medical specialty or even in another profession altogether. This is why own occupation policies provide the most flexibility for policy owners and are really critical for some occupations, such as those in the medical industry. When I look at any occupation and looking at the benefit of TPD, TPD is there to protect your family if you basically are unable to work. You are totally or permanently disabled. You cannot work. So any occupation means you cannot work, and it's less, when I say less expensive, I mean a lot less expensive than own occupation, and it is available for more occupations. One of the cons of that is if you could conceivably return to work. So if you had any occupation and you were in Mark's situation and they thought that you could return to work from a surgeon, you could return as a nurse, you won't receive a payout because you can still work in another field. Own occupation, you'll receive a payout whether you can't return to your usual occupation or another. But it is a lot more expensive, but really it doesn't cover some occupations, but you really do need to think about it from your specific circumstances and what you need covered from your family and the work that you are doing. So that's something that we can advise you with. As always, if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We'll be happy to help you out. Thank you.